You're tuned to Radio Steve, all the news, all that sport, all the time.
So, Steve, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with the PSM II? What's the PSM II all about?
So, it's to make or to help, not make, because you can't make anybody do anything, but it's to help people understand, kind of go on to the next step, go past the Scrum framework and think actually outside of what's beneficial for the team to help as a Scrum Master. Well, it's almost like it's how it should be, not actually what people try and implement.
So are we not going to talk about Scrum guides, kind of stuff, technicalities?
Well, we assume that people understand, because there isn't anything else more to tell in the Scrum Guide than we've already explained on other courses. So it's not like a secret kind of, oh yeah, and now you're here. Here's the additional bit that we don't show people because this is just too complicated for them. It's the
secret chapter of the Scrum Guide.
Yeah, it's the your mighty journey, mighty warriors. You have journeyed far and long. This is the way. Let us help you along your. I don't know. No, nothing like that. It's literally just go through and let's have conversations. And it's, for me, it's nice. It's a different pace. There's more time to think. There's more time to explore. And as trainers, we're there to facilitate and to guide as opposed to teach. And this is why it's such a nice course, I think, because it is nice. Is such a powerful course.
Yeah, because we're using the power of the knowledge and experience of the group, right? It's not just us as trainers telling people how experienced we are, or what the best ways are to approach things, but people are sharing things, knowledge and experience from their own experience.
We are as much a peer in the room as the next person. And in fact, what we have is to make sure that we have the right conversations, or make sure make sure that we don't stay in one area and move people along. But so there is no hidden Scrum Guide 2, and here's the answers, or the cheat sheets, as it were. This is actually, look, as a Scrum Master, when do you get a chance? Actually, as a Scrum Master, when do you get a chance to talk to other Scrum Masters and just go, yeah, it's really hard. Oh, that's an interesting point. That's and the fact that you're sharing, you're learning, and it's a way of, it's a way of sharing and learning.
Yeah. And so what could you tell us little bit about what kind of levels we're going through in the course?
So we assume that you have been a Scrum Master for some time. You've got some experiences, because we need those stories. We need that experience to come into the class, and real world experiences that we can share. So the levels would be, I think there's a Scrum.org say it's a minimum of 1 year of being a Scrum Master. I think because in that time, if you're lucky, you will have experienced some things like mechanical Scrum, and you'll have seen things work, seen things that haven't worked. So I would say it's it is an advanced course. So, but what's nice is the fact that you're in a group of other people at the same level, and you're not waiting for people to catch up, or hopefully you understand, and then we can then push on. And it's really good in a way, because it's where the conversation goes, is where we go.
Yeah. And we are exploring like different pathways that a Scrum Master works, right? So there are team, Scrum team things that to explore. How do you as a Scrum Master facilitate?
Yeah,
that's why it's such a nice company name. So how you as a Scrum Master facilitate a Scrum team in being effective, but also looking at how can you help your product owner. how can you help the organization, right? So all these kind of aspects are, we're tapping into those different aspects.
And linking into that product owner, I've seen some really, and this is kind of going coaching, seeing many mental shifts change or happen when people have spoken to their product owners, or when they've actually spoken to their product owners within the course, and or spoken to a product owner in the course, and had a chance to appreciate how difficult their role is as a product owner, and how a Scrum Master can help the product owner to, well, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say maximize the value that the team are going to hopefully deliver. And it's such an obvious thing, but yet many Scrum Masters don't do it. They're like, hey, how can I help you? How painful is your life? Or what's working really well? And just to check in. And what services do you need from me? How is it going? And I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of shift in people's appreciation of the role of a product owner when they've been in the Scrum Master role and going, hey, I never actually thought of that. Or I thought about it, but I didn't give it much thought. It was a few minutes because I'm caught up in my world and I forgot that I'm supposed to be here to help and serve the organization and you and the wider team. So it's...
Yeah, and in addition to that, we're going to use a lot of liberating structures to facilitate all kinds of exercises, right?
Yeah.
And also have sort of 2 levels. It's really effective to use liberating structures to get all kinds of information and knowledge from groups. But it's also good to know these kind of structures as a Scrum Master to help your team and in the organization.
You can take them back to your team. You look like you've picked up some new skills, turbocharged the way that you facilitate conversations. And yeah, it's a very immersive course. And I'm going to say uplifting, because I have. It is, I think, when people leave, they leave with, hey, this is good. I've got stuff. I can use this. I feel refreshed.
Awesome. We're looking forward to this course.
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely.